The Truth About Your Predicament. Podcast by Dr. Reverend Israel J. Godfrey, Heritage of the First Church. I'm not afraid of jail and prison like most are. If that's where the Lord leads, you won't hear any complaints from me, but be warned, the supernatural follows me. Brunswick County, NC found that out on Valentine's Day, 2021. Western NC found that out the year they released me. You shouldn't try to tempt God. I'm one of His, and I know that His Spirit resides within me. I can be a model citizen. I have been since 2022. I didn't do any of this for myself. I did it for other veterans. If I can do it, then so can they. I'm going to do what God requires of me regardless. I warned you all from the beginning of this fight over 20 years ago to get right with God. Don't be deceived. That's been my purpose in life for a long time. My beef isn't with non-Christians. My beef is with the cowardly ones. Proverbs 3:5-6, New King James Version 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. 6. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. There's a road those of Christ are to follow. It's called the narrow path. That's your only chance of ever being allowed into heaven. I suggest you heed that warning and set your heart and mind towards God's will for you and embrace it. You will never get the real armor of God without enduring the necessity of making righteous choices. I may be half the man I was before getting shell shock, but I'm still more than most. I have the tools to get the job, and I will come hell or high water. If God sees fit that I can't, then it's His will that must be done over my own. That usually comes with a terrible price too. If you ever thought I was going to pay a prostitute for access to my children, then you thought wrong. I provided for them by giving them a house. That was sufficient enough. I will not defile myself for a whore. She's every man's wife now, and not my own. That was her choosing and not mine. It was bad enough I gave her another chance when we were dating. That was my error, not hers. Exodus 23:21, New King James the Version 21. Beware of him and obey his voice. Do not provoke him, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. I prayed for 1 million dead in the pandemic. Consider us even. That was the price for my children. And while you're at understand this too, it was never me hurting you, it was you hurting yourself. I wouldn't take my children back now if their lives depended upon it. I've grieved for them already. One of these days, you're going to realize your predicament. You're inside of a paradox, inside of a catch-22. I'll say this too, you're hard-headed. Keep going down that rabbit hole. You know what the funny thing about it is? It's that you thought you were your own God just like Pharaoh did. I won't invest a single neuron into mankind's future. Not a single one. Why should I? I've forgiven my enemies, but I'm not stupid enough to continue going along with it. If you want real power, there's only one place to find it. I suggest you seek it from Him. That's where it comes from. I'm not perfect. My perfection can only be found in Him. The truth of the matter is that you thought I'd seek your favor like a child running into their parents' arms. I tried that. That was the biggest joke I ever encountered. I'll tell you this too. I didn't invest in your outcomes. I invested in my own by loving my neighbor, not killing my enemies. One thing I learned is that when you're trying to love your neighbor, you can't pray down destruction upon them. If there's any hope for you, it will be a change of heart. Ultimately, that's where you have to start first. I'm more careful with my requests now. I leave it in God's hands instead. You see my life as foolishness because the scriptures points out what it looks like to you. The gospel is foolishness to the perishing. I've seen my reward already. I don't know what to tell you about that anymore.